Hey, it's Carl from the Breaks Music Show, The Singles, and tonight we have Bachelor Party, a pop rock duo from San Antonio, Texas. This pair have come together to create an eclectic and original sound that sets them apart in the pop genre. We'll have Ed Steele in his interview with Bachelor Party after this.
Hi there, I want to let you know about an exciting podcast called The Breaks Music Show. So what is The Breaks Music Show? The Breaks Music Show is America's most informative new radio show highlighting the world's best unsigned artists. Be sure to find us on your favorite podcast platform as well as YouTube, Rumble, Twitter and more. Remember, every Friday is when you can hear interviews and music from 3 of the best unsigned artists in the world. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.
It's the Breaks Music Show. I'm your host, Ed Steele. Tonight we're joined in studio by the Bachelor Party. Cooper Smart, he's on vocals and guitars, and Ruben Rapalo, he's on drums, and he's also a graphic designer of the group. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. How are you guys doing in Texas?
Hey, we're doing all right. Doing real hot, but doing all right.
All right. Well, hopefully, being hot down there, maybe things will open up for you. We'll get into that here in just a little bit. So we understand you guys are a new project, the Bachelor Party. First of all, how did you guys get together?
Yeah, so actually, about 2 years ago, I met Ruben through a social media site. It's like, we call it Tinder for musicians. Basically, whenever you're a solo artist, you have the ability to reach out to different musicians and swipe right or swipe left, depending on what kind of projects they're going on. So about 2 years ago, in our past project, we met each other and decided to form a pop band and create music ever since then. And basically started going to the studio right then and started releasing late last year.
So what made you guys want to become musicians? I mean, did you grow up in a family with it, or one day you just woke up and go, man, that looks cool?
You want to take that one first?
I think like a while back when I was like 15, I went to a local show over here at the White Rabbit. And it was just a local festival with a bunch of local metalcore bands. And there was just this one band had a bassist, and he was just running all around the stage, just like commanding the stage. And he had like such a presence, and that's when I really felt like wow, like that's really cool, and I want to be up there doing that and making people feel like that.
Yeah, and for myself, I actually started as an actor when I was like in second grade, doing like theater and whatnot, and all of my family is in kind of that area of acting or performing music. And so it just kind of came to me that, about 10, 15, I really liked playing guitar, and just kind of went from there with it.
It's the Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party in studio tonight, Cooper and Ruben. All right, we're going to play a song here in a couple of moments, Not Your Type. Can you give us the backstory on that song?
Yeah, Not Your Type. In fact, all the tracks that we're releasing this year have kind of a concept to them, and it's a little bit of a story. Not Your Type was the second track that we released since the start of the band, and it's kind of going from a breakup into more of a post-breakup area for like a man to kind of understand, getting back on track, getting back into the dating zone, and going from there. That's pretty the concept of the song.
It's the Bachelor Party, and this is Not Your Type on the Breaks Music Show.
Start to make the call. Red dress, black vest, green eyes, de-stress, putting warm air on my neck, my hands on your chest. All of this is happening, nothing left to show. I think about the words you just said. All of this is happening, nothing left to show. I think about the words you said minutes ago. Yeah, you said, see my name in my body, feel the tension. Your love sends me to a dimension where we're not ourselves. again. Your love sends me to a dimension where we're not ourselves. I'm not your average night, I'm not your Mr. Right. Just take me into night, just take me into night, just take me into night, just take me into
It's the Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party in studio tonight. Cooper and Ruben are joining us. All right. Next question for you guys. Can you describe your creative process for writing your music?
Absolutely. So actually here at where we're looking at right now in the video is my little home studio that we have. And so whenever the process starts, him and I will get together and we'll just start from scratch and, write a basic skeleton of a song. From then we go to our good friend Kevin Gates in Springfield, Missouri. And we work with him at Reach Audio, and he helps us produce and engineer full production to what we have today. Super creative guy, wonderful fella, and we love working with him. But basically, it starts in the studio here, in my own room, and then we create the whole process with him.
So what kind of thought process do you put into your lyrics? I mean, do you just spontaneous, or how does it?
It actually comes a little bit of both. Yeah. So if something comes to me, I always have my phone on me or a notebook, and so I always, if something comes to my head, just earlier something did like a lyric, I'll just put it down. And eventually, when we come together to write a song, I'll either use those or we'll start with a new concept. And for Bachelor Party, we want all of our music and concepts to be, relatable to real life experiences, as you can see through some of our songs. We try to, sing about and play about experiences that you may go through on a day-to-day basis throughout your life.
Bachelor Party on the Breaks Music Show. They're a new project, and they just got together a couple of years ago. Of course, we're interviewing Cooper and Ruben. All right. Can you describe your fan base? I mean, what area do you target here?
To be honest, I think we're targeting more of the age bracket of like 18 to 35. And then judging by our metrics, that seems pretty accurate. We actually don't have that many people who are younger than 18 who listen to us, and then we have people even up to the age of like 65 who listen to us.
Yeah, we try to be pretty versatile with going anywhere from radio pop, like you might hear with like Justin Bieber tracks, to alternative pop with anything from the band Camino or 21 Pilots in that scheme.
Bachelor Party on the Breaks Music Show. All right, you guys have a new song out called Leavemealone. Can you tell us more about that debut single?
That was fun. It was a fun time. We had that song written, finished, and produced for about a year before we released. And so the anticipation building up to it and having our first release with, the yellow colors and everything being so spot on, we worked really hard on. And so super proud of it, super proud of how it came out, and super excited to listen to it.
Bachelor Party on the Breaks Music Show. Leave Me Alone.
Starts to drain, wrapped up in a puddle, the ceiling starts to spin. I can't believe I listened to the voices yet again. They tell me to forget everyone I love, and that I can do better if I'm down and you're above. And I say, help me, please, please. Help me.
It's the Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party in studio tonight. Cooper and Ruben, we have another song to get to and more interview questions coming up in moments here on the Breaks Music Show.
Hey everyone, Nikki Young here, host of the international true crime podcast, Serial Napper. Let me guide you through some of the craziest true crime stories you've never heard of. Add in a dash of creepy, spooky, and weird, and you've got Serial Napper. I cover a new case each week, some of them unsolved, so I also host a monthly chat where we go through the evidence, the suspects, and theories. You don't want to miss this. Serial Napper is available on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
It's the Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party tonight. Cooper and Ruben joining us. We heard his song, Leave Me Alone. And can you guys tell us more about the visual aesthetics and the color choice, especially for the song Leave Me Alone in the video?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so we shoot our videos at Alamo City Studios, and so it's like a big infinity room, and it's just totally white. At that time, I had just got a new yellow drum kit, and so I really wanted to play off of that. And then so when we started shooting the video with Jason, he hooked us up with a bunch of yellow lights, and then so everything was able to match that aesthetic. And then especially on the scene where he lays down and he's got the yellow lights all around him, I think it looks really cool, and it came out really nice.
We think it's a good idea for each single to have a different visual aesthetic for color themselves. So each song is going to have a different background, a different color choice that we choose, just to keep things rolling a little bit easier.
Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party. Cooper Smart and Ruben Rapalo in studio tonight. And they're in San Antonio, Texas. All right, guys. What can we expect from Bachelor Party in the year 2021?
Yeah, so it's a perfect time for new musicians right now to kind of explode into the scene. With COVID-19 and everything that hit last year, it kind of put a slowdown in everything. So it's a really experimental / fun time to really decide, hey, where do we want to target first? Where do we want to start with our first show and get a crowd going and bring that communication to our fans, get that connection to create not just a fan base but a community overall. So we're going to start playing shows when it's safe to do so, and then from that moment on, just keep releasing and keep providing content to our fan base and community, and have that open communication between us and anyone else.
So you found during COVID, the downtime has maybe brought you guys together, allowed you to do more collaborating, songwriting? And
yeah, we saw it as a positive, I would say, just because it gave us more time. There's a lot of pressure whenever you're a musician and things are open up to continuously creating and putting out content and playing shows. With the shutdown, it gave us more time to get together and really think about the process and create. We have a 3-year plan right now to release at certain times and do things for certain individuals and target markets as well.
It's the Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party, and here's their song, Cold.
Skin. I can't help but think that this time might be the end. Can't reach you cause you silenced your text. All you hear is the sound as he unzips your dress. Drop down on the sidewalk, you're up against the bathroom wall as he breathes you in. Clothes fall to the ground, but he'll never fill the void that we both find ourselves in. We all need something to live for. We need to breathe the fire, the heat, till it burns in our core. Not underneath all these cold, cold lights, slowly drowning. This weight is our demise. I've been broken and crushed by the stones that you've thrown, like an emptiness raining down on me. Can't break this feeling of in our core. Not underneath all these cold, cold lights, slowly drowning. This weight is our demise. I wanna help myself, I need to be myself. I wanna love myself, I need to free myself. I wanna help myself, I need to be myself. I wanna love myself. We all need something to live for. We need to breathe the fire, the heat, till it burns in our core. Not underneath all these cold, cold lights, slowly drowning. This weight is our demise. I need to free myself. I need to free myself.
It's the Breaks Music Show, Bachelor Party tonight with Cooper and Ruben. All right, guys, great interview. But before we get out of here, first of all, thank you for stopping by. And how can we find Bachelor Party? Where can we find you on the socials? Where can we listen? Where can we watch your music and all that good
Yeah,
stuff?
thank you so much for having us. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
And our socials, as far as they go, I'll let Ruben kind of take into each name.
You can find us on Twitter at Bachelor Party TX, and then on Instagram and Facebook as Bachelor Party Band.
And then, of course, on all streaming platforms such as Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, everything else in between.
It's Bachelor Party, Cooper Smart and Ruben Rapalo. Thank you guys very much. More coming up on the Breaks Music Show. Calling all unsigned independent bands and musicians. The Breaks Music Show is looking for you to be on our show. The Breaks Music Show is a new podcast that features one artist each week in their own 20-minute interview segment with 3 of their songs played on air. Hosted by yours truly, Ed Steele. The Breaks Music Show is positioned to be the best podcast for unsigned artists worldwide. To be considered for the Breaks Music Show, go to breaksmusicshow.com. Click on the Give Me a Break tab and complete the application. Also, be sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform and subscribe to our social media channels and mailing list. The Breaks Music Show is a Grebo Inc. production.